Nothing in this recording is intended as investment advice, and the people in this recording may hold positions in the companies they talk about. Do not make any investment based solely on a tip or recommendation. Please do your own research.
Hello and welcome to Zak's Traders Cafe. Today I'm joined by David Minchin, who's chairman at Helix Exploration. How today, David?
Good morning, Zach. I'm a bit cold this morning, but I'm good.
Well, I'm sure it's warmer than it would be if you were out in the field trying to find helium. Maybe you can run us through this week's news, which seems to have been a bit of a bump in the road, perhaps, for Helix.
Yeah, I mean, the Amsden was always the cherry on the cake, representing less than 6% of the global project resource at the Ingomar Dome. Obviously, we were quite excited when we saw those fantastic flow rates out of the Amsden, and that followed by a bitter disappointment when we got the gas test results. But I mean, this is exploration. You don't get 100% good news 100% of the time. And we've still got incredible results out of the Flathead, and looking forward to be able to commence for testing on the Flathead, and of course as our Rudyard project next week. So lots of positivity still to come.
I mean, I suppose the other point is, you say that this is part of the sort of the furniture of exploration. Presumably, the management of your company, you're the chairman, and obviously your CEO, Bo, you have experience of all of this sort of stuff.
Building on this belt for 25 years, none of us are fresh to the exploration game, and these things happen. These things happen. The important thing is that the rest of the prospect looks good. This was always a nice to have, but when you look, the bulk of resources in the Flathead, which is our primary target, and that looks, that's already got identified 2.5% of helium and 55% hydrogen. So there's some quite unexpectedly good results out of there. The Charles, as we've explained in previous interviews, that had the best reservoir properties of any of the rocks that we've seen in the mud chips. When we were drilling it took a drink. There was a lot of mud got lost as we drilled through that section, and we expect that reservoir is just mud clogged. Well, this is a limestone reservoir, so we can easily stimulate that using hydrochloric acid. Will dissolve the limestone grains as well as the mud, and allow us to liberate that near wellbore damage, and bring some gas up to surface. So that's where the 94% of the resources, and that's what we're looking forward to be able to test soon.
So, I mean, one of the reasons, or one of the things about Helix at the moment is that you listed in the spring, I think around 10p, nearly tripled at one point. Do you think the expectations have been a bit too high, and therefore, if there is a bump in the road, then people tend to get maybe disproportionately squeamish about what's going on at the company?
I mean, no company is going to be 100% successful all of the time, and we have had a lot to offer in the last six months since we've listed, which perhaps hasn't really been appreciated on the market in terms of share price value. The acquisition of Rudyard, which we completed in June, that's potential to be a game changer for the company, because that was the acquisition of an already proven helium disk discovery, which was flowing commercial flow rates and commercial grades, and that could really be the low-hanging fruit in terms of early commercialization. We're going to be commencing testing there next week, commencing the appraisal flow testing, and really looking forward to results of that, because that could really provide an easy path into cash flow.
So that's basically what investors in Helix are currently wishing for, that kind of a move in that direction, and from that asset.
Yeah, I mean, we've always been focused on just things you need to generate a cash flow, and that was the thing about the Amsden. I mean, each well could produce $1 million of gas per year. So you could get payback on your well in 2 years. You get payback on the plant in 5. But for us, that doesn't really count as a commercial project, because if you're not able to distribute profits back to shareholders for a 5-year period, then you're not really hitting the targets of what we would like to call a commercial project. I mean, I'm sure there's other companies out there that might have called it that, but that's not us. So we're focusing on things which can produce a rapid cash flow, a rapid return on investment, and which are sort of standalone good quality projects. We could well end up producing out of the Amsden in the future, but only in conjunction with a production from a Charles or the Flathead. We can provide some useful little cash flow, but we're really focused on making that big discovery with the rapid payback.
Well, we look forward to that. In the meantime, David Minchin, chairman at Helix Exploration, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you very much, Zach. Cheers.
Thank you for listening. Remember to visit our website for more news and other podcasts at www.share-talk.com.